All right, welcome back to the CSL July edition. I'm camping, and here with me is Enigma, currently reinstalling StarCraft because League of Legends poisoned it.
That's a lie. The localizer poisoned it.
Sure.
Because I like StarCraft so much that I wanted to play in Korea.
No, that's because you got offered the opportunity, and you're like, oh, can't pass that up, right?
It was actually really fun. I intend to do it again.
I know. We should tank those ratings some more.
Hey, I won all my games on Korea. There weren't a lot of them, but I won them all.
Oh, you got lucky.
I dominated those platinums. Told them what was up.
Dude.
But I'm thinking this is another great map for Seguer. He showed last game that he likes the Forge Expand. He's not afraid to Cannon Rush. And if I can think of a map that is A, good to Cannon Rush on, and B, awesome to Forge Fast Expand on, it is Tal'Darim Altar.
Yeah, this is it. I might even dare say that this map choice, this map pool for this tournament is unfavorable for Zerg.
Well, which version of Tal'Darim Altar are we on? Do we have the
It's
Rock
Ellie.
third?
It's Ellie, yeah.
Okay, well that is a little bit friendlier. I think it's a
Friendlier
little nicer
for
to
Zerg?
Zerg some more. Oh, never mind. This is the one with the rocks, so it's unfriendly. It's evil.
Okay, just making sure.
Sorry, I got my versions mixed right. There's so many versions of these GSL maps between like the various tournaments, plus the revisions GSL has done, plus the revisions Blizzard has done to put on their ladder. It's tough to keep all the darn versions and names and all that in order.
Oh boy. So Stim's going to be going Speedling Expand here, and he's going to be very sad when he finds that, well, I mean, he should know that Seguer's Forge Fast Expanding here, so he should have a plan. That plan might include a hatch block here. We'll see in a second.
He should get this drone there on time to stop this.
Yeah, but he's going to need the minerals, and he put down the gas too. Or I mean,
at the very least, he can putz around with the drone to block the Nexus going down from the probe.
What's Seguer talking about? Oh, hi. And I'll let the stream sit for. Oh my god. I'll let the stream wait for a second before you can comment on this Enigma. But
well, I know what's going on. I've been on the receiving end of this joyous operation.
Yeah, that's not enough drones. You need 4 drones per cannon, and they can't get the surface area to hit both. Yeah. So how do you come back from this lovely piece of work?
Nidus.
Yeah, that's pretty much you have to sit on one base and just pray, right?
Go first 100 gas layer, go to Nidus, go Speedling Nidus or Roach Nidus into the main.
Unfortunately,
if you get the worm in and you go first gas layer straight to Nidus, if the worm gets up, it's over.
Well,
unfortunately, though, the probe being in there is going to scout any sort of shenanigan of that nature.
Unless... Okay, not a problem anymore, right, guys?
Or the other option is proxy hatch.
Yeah, well, it looks like Stim got a little off-kilter from that, and he let the Nexus go down. Interesting choice here. It looks like Stim's going to go for a far-away natural with the probes that got stuck on the other side of the wall. Actually, that hurts quite a bit. He lost 5 probes in effect. I mean, we're looking at the unit tab right now, even though it's 17-19, really right now it's 17 to, wow, math is hard, 14. Definitely not the place you want to be as a Zerg right now.
Yeah, he's definitely playing from behind right now. It's a challenging position to be in. A lot of times you've got to patrol a drone there on that path to prevent the 3-pylon wall off. Yeah.
You just have to play a little overly cautious, especially if you see that drone or probe just kind of sneak in. Looks like Stim is going to try to creep his way over to the cannon. It's not a bad choice. But he really does need to make a choice about tech. Like you said, I mean, you can't sit on hatch tech and make this work. You kind of have to...
Yep.
The classic, not pyramid, but triangle of StarCraft. You either have tech, economy, or army to work with, and off of one base, the only thing a Zerg can do is tech. So, this is going to be tough.
Yep. And and he's pulled everything off of gas, so he doesn't really have tech on the mind. He's trying to catch up in econ, but it's going to be difficult because he won't be able to transfer a queen down to the far expansion, so he'll have to build one there before he can inject to really produce out of there at any reasonable rate anyway.
Exactly. Looks like Stim managed to get down one cannon, but the other one is just out of range and in range of the other cannons, so it's going to be a problem. Let's see here.
Well, the good batch of Lings, he could surround that pylon and focus it down.
So much larva
at least long enough to
wasted
get
now.
his. But, I mean, in this case, he's playing from behind one way or another if he really tries to attack that.
Yeah, the ironic thing
it's
is
just
that Stim is actually quite ahead on food right now. 7-8 supply lead. Just goes to show that when you drop, what was that, 3 cannons? And
3 pylons
and 2 cannons?
3 cannons.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be behind. So, in some ways, I think Seguer has an advantage right now just because those bases are not connected.
And if Seguer goes for another Stargate play, it's going to be incredibly strong against that far expansion if he scouts it.
Yeah. Especially since, if we look at the production tab right now, Stargate's on the way. Layer's on the way as well, so they're getting Stim to finally tech up here. And it looks like he's going to try to make a push on the cannons. Here it is. He should get it down. He's going for the pylon. Pylon at shields. Pylon at half. And good micro, saving the queen. Ooh.
It really only looks like it's going to have lost a few Lings. Nothing too bad.
Yeah, that actually was probably as good as it could have been.
Yep, I mean, the downside being obviously he had to make all those units before he really wanted to have to against a Forge Fast Expand, because the ideal scenario for your user, as you're playing FFE, is, if you're going to go the econ route, obviously, is to get a fast third, and that just shut down any option of that.
Looks like Seguer actually did scout that that natural of Stim. I'm not sure when, but it's on his site. And furthermore, I think the cute thing was, when all that was going down, Seguer actually snuck a probe in and almost got to see the lair, but I don't think he actually did.
That was a nice attempt, though, a smart little ploy.
Or just complete coincidence.
Well, I don't think he would send it up there for much other reason. There's no reason to build more cannons there after that little wall up.
Quit being mean. Stop it.
I'm giving Seguer all the credit. Oh, I think he's playing super solid so far in the tournament.
I know. Well, given that he is one of 3 people we've seen, and he has been winning. Yes.
Well, it's not like he's won with even, his opponents screwing up horribly or something. Like, his build execution has been pretty solid. His macro has been solid. Everything he's done makes sense, Yeah,
no, I agree with you. I'm just giving you crap. It's fine. Sim taking a quick third behind his faraway natural. Interesting choice. I guess he's just going to commit all his stuff over there, although not really. It's kind of weird having this one base up here and then having all your tech here and all your econ here. I would prefer to see Stim try to spread that out a little bit, particularly this infestation pit that he just put down. Probably be better down here instead.
Yeah, and the Stargate play is up. Now that we got Void Ray Phoenix going down towards the expansion on the far side of the map. And does he have any spores up there?
He will. 50%, and Stim's gonna be able to hold this off pretty easily, no question.
Yeah, good timing on the spores. They should get there just in time.
Yeah, I would say this is probably a little bit late from Seguer. I mean, it's the same build he did in the first game, so I just think that the multi-pylon cannon wall actually did hurt him quite a bit in terms of this timing that he wanted to hit. Okay, he's going to do a little bit of light harass, but that's about it. Ooh, nice. He might actually get this queen before... Ooh, spores we burrow very fast right now. And looks like Stim gets away without any significant losses. Or any losses at all, for that matter.
Yeah, great defense.
Yep. So we're a little bit of a lull. A little bit of light harass, but not much effect to it. And it looks like Stim's going to try to capitalize on it. A lot of roaches coming through, 15 of them. I'm going to try to put some pressure on the front, but Seguer's going to be annoying and just have a lot of stuff here. Well, a lot of cannons at least. He doesn't really have an army right now.
Yeah, we're going to see, looks like the same, a similar composition from Seguer. He's got High Templars out. I'm assuming to make him into armies. He's got a minimalish ground army, but he's got leg speed completed now, so there's going to be some more zealots coming out. He's got a lot of minerals right now in the bank, so once it gets unsupply blocked, you should be able to drop a good number of those.
Yeah.
The big difference here is that Stim is going for Infestor to hold this time around.
And I was actually going to correct you on that. He actually dropped the Hydrogen, which I think might be a mistake. Already committing to the tech for Infestors, and he has the energy. He can just get them out now. But going Hydras, unless he kind of drops that third gas relatively quickly, he's not going to be able to sustain everything. So we'll see. He's also getting Neural, so it looks like he's going to have some He's going to go Hydra Ling with some Infestor support this time around.
Yeah, I think Infestor with an Earl should be pretty strong against this, provided he gets his Infestor count high enough. If he can fungal and the main group of Zealots, plus the air units, and Neural the Archons, that'll be quite devastating to the composition, as the Archons will clean up any Zealots sitting right next to them quite nicely, and also do well against any stacked air units.
Looking at 121 supply to 127 supply in play versus Stim. 3 more gates going down for Seguer, so that comes to a grand total of 9. So big gateway play. I'm not sure how familiar or how common this style is, but it makes sense to some degree. Stim still needs to take gas at his 3rd. Looks like he just claimed his 4th at his nap too.
I'm curious where Stim is going to put, not where Seguer is going to push. Whether he's going to go for Stim's main or whether he's going to go for Stim's economy down at the far bases.
Yeah, this is actually the nice thing about having split bases. Although Seguer's army is not immobile, it's not a Colossus army. These guys all move around pretty well. It might actually behoove him to split up his Void Rays maybe. Hit the main, and then, which only has a Spore there, and then kind of take his ground army elsewhere and try to bait all this stuff from the main.
Yeah, what I would really love to see is a 3rd taken, which it looks like he's going to right now.
Yeah, it looks like my stream's actually, you're very close to it right now, or you know it.
Yeah, just as I started to say that, I saw all of his army go up that way. I was like, yep, those rocks are going.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the right play in this situation. He doesn't have like a dominating army advantage right now, but he will get a really nice 3-base economy set up quite safely.
Yeah, and it looks like I don't think Stim has any intention on pushing right now. He's going to go for high effect to get Brood Lords. He just dropped the Spire, and he just dropped the Hive, and he just canceled the Spire, so never mind. That's kind of interesting.
Ultralisk.
It's
going to be Ultralisk.
It has to be Ultralisk now. I mean, I would cancel. Oh, here comes the engagement. Roach is kind of caught alone here. Infestor's going behind.
Infestor support.
Neural Parasite's going down on everything. Holy crap! It looks like Stim's going to dominate this very easily with those Neurals. Wow. And Seguer going, whoops.
Yeah, Seguer's realizing it would have been nice to leave a few of those high Templar around for some feedbacks.
Yeah.
Instead of turning them all into Archons.
Yeah, I think Stim just won a very decisive battle here, for sure.
Yeah, I would expect him to counter push immediately. And likely steamroll the defenses at the natural.
Yeah, and I mean, he's about to remax again. Here comes the big death ball of Roachies and Infestors. And I don't think there's much Stim could do, or Seguer can do here to stop it, besides DDoSing Stim right around now. Oh, looks like Stim's going to go for the 3rd and impale himself on some cannons, although it's not really that big of a deal. A little bit of micro. There's the big fungal. Catches everything so the roaches can pick out. And there's the GG from Seguer.